What is up, everybody? Um, Starting the stream. Here we go. I'm fixing to go over my game plan to hit 100K a month. I'm gonna share. Give me just a second. I'm gonna share. Let me get Twitch pulled up here. How do I do this? Bro, dude, the Twitch was like playing in my ears, like my own channel. Is so annoying. Okay, what is up, everybody? Let's see. Let me get my chat pulled up here. Yes. Okay. Sick. Okay, we're good. I've got my chat pulled up now. I just want to make sure I can see chat while I'm working. Let's see. Cool. So now I'm going to share my screen. How do I do this? Video capture device, is that it? I'm not sure I know how to do this. Okay, this is not it. Yeah, I can't. How do I do this? See, I knew how to do it like not very long ago. It's not add elements. It is. There it is. Screen capture. That's it. Okay, window. No, we'll say application capture. Application is going to be not OBS Studio, but it's going to be Google Docs. This is what it will be. How do I do this? Okay. Google Chrome. Okay, that's what we need to do. Let's see if this works. I think it is working. I'm waiting for this to show up here. Does it work? Does it work? This is the question. All right, it works. Let's go. Sick. Okay, so this is the way it works for every 4 conversation. There's new relationships. So if we have a total of how many conversations. All right, so anyway, let me like break down how this is going to go. So this is my plan to make $100,000 a month. How do I go full screen on this? I'm actually such a noob when it comes to computers. I'm not even going to try to go full screen here. We're just going to do it. So first step is maximize our output. The best way to do that is to change our schedule. So that would be wake up at 5:45, have a little morning routine, just get ready for the day. 6:15 would be devotions, and then I need to add in one more thing. 6:45 would be send out messages. And then we would have outreach, so this would just be cold calls for an hour until the meeting. Then we'd have game tape review and role play. I would end my stream there. Now I'd start my stream again for outreach. We would go until 1. Then we would take lunch and watch Emmy AFK stream just as kind of a break. Then at 3, we would go to our existing pipeline for an hour. That's just going to be like re-offers, stuff like that, hot offers. And then go back to outreach for another 2 hours. Soft vets, because we can call those later. Those are like listed properties that I can find and then offer on for an hour. Then an hour of prep work, prepping my CRM, getting stuff ready to go. And then I'd have supper, so I'd end the stream there and then start a Minecraft stream for an hour and a half, just playing hardcore. Then our output for the day would be 200 total texts sent. We'd have 34 conversations from those texts. Outreach blocks would be total of 7 hours. We'd have 175 dials from that, 70 call conversations because our response rate's around 40%, and then 35 text conversations because if they miss my call and I text them, then there's a decent chance I'll respond. Usually it's about half of my call conversations per my past data. So with a total of 105 conversations, active deal pipeline, not going to be that many, just 10 dials, 4 conversations, text and call. Softlight block, same thing, 10 dials, 4 conversations for text and call. My total daily output would be 200 texts sent, 195 dials, 78 call combos, 77 text combos. We need to put a total there. What is, let's see, 78 plus 77. Total combos, 155. And so if our total convo to new relationship ratio is 4:1, so then we'd have 38.75 new relationships a day. Our current conversation to address would be is, I guess we need to, I don't know, we need to break it up by section. So we would get like 2 addresses. We'll say 1 on market. We'll say on market address, 1 off market address, 1. And then outreach block we would get our convo to on-market address is 21.6 to 1. So 21.6 convos, or no, it's 1 second. 10.8 to 1. So if we had 105 convos divided by 10.8 have 9.7 on-market addresses. And we would have 105 divided by 21.6 be 4.8 off-market. I'm definitely not doing that right. Okay, there we go. Active deal, we're going to get around on-market addresses. 1 discoveries, we'll say 4. So total, and actually that's not right. Sorry. Let's say for SoftBet, on market addresses 1, discoveries 4. So discoveries would be like doing a whole discovery call on the property, making sure it fits my buy box, everything I'm looking for. So if this is the case, then I would have a total of on market addresses. I really got to work on my typing, it's bad. We would have 1, 10.7, 11.7, 11.7 off market. Off market addresses would be 1, 5.8. We'd have 5.8. And then our new offers would be about half of that. So we'd have 2.4 off market offers and 5.85. What's 5.85 plus 2.4? This is literally a bunch of math. 8.25 offers a day. So here's the thing. My current acceptance ratio is like less than 1%, or it's not like quite less than 1%, but it's like pretty bad. My offer to contract's like 73-1. But the reason why that I've struggled with my offer to contract, what am I doing? My bad. Is actually simply because I haven't been qualifying properties correctly. So what's going to fix that? I've been doing some training for qualifying, and I want to make sure that the properties I'm offering on are actually worth offering on. So right now I have a very heavy qualification process. So I should be able, this is very theoretical. Right now, like I said, we'll say current acceptance ratio, so that's AR, 73-1. Ideal with following training is 20-1. So this is the game plan for now. If I can just do this volume, and then if I just do this volume, then I can at least, like, as long as I do what I'm trained to do, we've been training really diligently on deal qualification. As long as I'm very diligent about my training and is following the training, then I should be able to get 8.25 offers a day with an acceptance ratio of 20-1. So that'll bring me to a total weekly output, and I'm going to work, we'll say 6 working days of text 1,200, dials 195 times 6, 1170, call combos, 78 times 6, 468, text combos of 2. Total plus 468 is 930. And then new relationships, 38.75 times 6, 232.5, 232.5, and then on market 11.7 times 6 is 70.2. Off market 5.8 times 6, 34.8. Okay. New offers. $8.25 times 6, 49.5. With an acceptance ratio of 5%, and then contracts would be divided by, or times 5%, times 5%, 2.4 contracts, and then commissions, and I'll explain all this in a second. I probably should have done all this pre-stream and then explained it during the stream. That would have been smarter. I don't know what I'm doing. That was dumb. 63.11. So, we're gonna do total output for March. Text 1200 times 4, 4800. Dials 1170. Call convos 468 times 4, 1872. I gotta put calm in there as my ADHD, like not my ADHD, but my you know, OCD. What am I doing? Text convos 462 times 4, 1848. And then total would be 1848 plus 1872, 3720. And then all market addresses. Bro, I'm misspelling this so bad. It's wild. 70.2 times 4, 280.8, 280.8. $34.8, 139.2. Okay. If I miss anyone in the chat, give me like 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. New offers would be, I'm using my calculator on my phone, and that's how I can see my Twitch chat. I know maybe that's bad, but it's what I got. Let's see. 49.5 times 4 is 198 new offers. AR is 5% because of my new training. Average spread is 17K. Commissions. Wait, we gotta go contracts. Contracts. 198 times 5%. 9.9. 9.9 times 17,000. It'd be times 15%. 25 to 45. Okay. So this is the game plan for March. That would make us a quarter of the way there, to our 100K per month goal. And I know that, like, I need a place to charge my phone because I need this for Twitch chat. I'm gonna have to do that in a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish explaining. Let's see. I'm just gonna leave my screen like that for now. But anyway, so basically what my business is I'm a lead generation, or I'm an acquisitions rep for a wholesale company, and we buy real estate as well. But basically what we're doing is we're buying distressed property and then reselling it for more, and I get a commission off of the gap. So let's say we buy property for $100,000 and we sell it to another buyer for $117,000, then I make a commission off of the $17,000 spread, which is like 15%. So 15% of 17,000 is 2,550. So basically, I want to make it to $100,000 a month in personal income just from that commission, and I don't think anyone's ever done it before. I know of a guy in California that he owns the business and he makes $4 million a year, which would come out to, if I worked for him and did the same and made 15%, then I would make $800,000 a month in commission, or $800,000 a year. So that would come out to 66,666. I gotta fix my hat; it's bugging me. I don't know. Sorry, my hair's chopped right now, but dude, I feel like my hat's sideways. It's throwing me off. But anyway, hopefully it all looks okay. But that's the game plan. So this is the game plan for March. The key to getting there is actually my new relationship. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cold calling real estate agents and asking if they have properties similar to what I'm looking for. And basically, the more agents I call, the more likely I'm going to run into a deal. And then also, the more agents I establish a relationship, I'll follow up with them once every 3 weeks to see if they have anything else. And they'll start sending me properties, and I get to establish a relationship, do multiple deals with them, and it will just basically compound. So this month's work, I'll obviously hopefully kill it this month, but then like the work from this month will still pay me next month as well, because like some of those agents will have more properties and maybe we can do those as well. So the challenge is relationship building and then volume. So you just want to have an insane amount of agents in your pipeline. Right now I have like 1,200. Some of these guys have like 10, 15,000. So like I'm behind. That's why I'm streaming, to kind of have accountability, and also just because I want to show the journey, because I think it's going to be cool once I actually do reach, $1 million or $100,000 a month in personal income just from a commission job. Like that would be crazy. But I think it's very possible. The numbers number. Like the math does math. It is possible. It's just going to be hard. I may have to hire some people to do admin work, which I can. Like the company don't care. I'm contract labor basically. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to stream Minecraft a little bit at the end of the day. So I've got to get to dialing. I've actually got a negotiations call I've got to do. So I'm going to actually just share my screen here. Let's see. And we're going to call her. We're going to offer on her property here. Let's see. How do I get this full screen? Is it working? Okay, let me see if this is working. I don't know how this is going to look. Give me just a second. I've got to get a charger. All right, chat. I'm back. We gotta see if we can fix. Okay, I might have just shared. I don't know why I stuttered there. Only one window, which is fine. I mean, I guess, but it's probably better that you see the whole process. Sorry, I gotta grab my MacBook charger. I don't know where the freak it's at. Dude, where did I put this? Here it is. Yeah, I'm literally streaming all of this off of the most ghetto setup. I got me a little, what is it called? Logitech mic, a Logitech Orb. And I've got a MacBook Pro, which the MacBook works really well. I just need to figure out how to like properly screen capture here. Video capture device. Ooh. Does this work? What does that look like? How do I get this to work properly? This is such a weird thing. How the freak do I do this? Okay. Does this work? Dude. I know what it is. What? Wait, I know what it is. Okay, so I actually have a lot to do tonight. So I may just have to simply do audio capture for now. Yeah. We may have to do screen capture later. Because, yeah. Okay, we're just going to remove screen capture for now. Because I'll have to figure it out. Honestly, like, just being totally real, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't have time to figure it all out. I can figure it out in the hour and a half of free time that I'll have this evening. So, but right now we're fixing to call. What is her name? Robin. I'm gonna make an offer.
Hey, Landon, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, hanging in there.
Well, that's good.
I'm home with the kids, so this will
Okay.
be either noisy or brief, one of the two.
I totally understand. That's fine. I spoke to Daniel, and basically he let me know that we would be able to come in at 4:35.
Oh, okay.
John mentioned that in your buyer broker agreement that it had said that the seller was paying commission. Did you mean to do that, or would we be covering
Yeah,
commission? I just wanted to
that's
get clarity.
No, you're going to be doing the commission.
Okay.
That's a form that they sent, and they should have taken it out.
Okay. That's kind of
So,
what I figured
yeah,
it was, but I just wanted to verify. So, I
yeah,
mean,
I'll do a modification.
okay, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, so if that's the case, I mean, 435 would be our all-in number. So, I mean, I'm
Okay,
guessing we'd be paying you 3%, correct?
right.
Okay. So that would be
All right,
what?
let me call him, and at least it's a number that they can work with.
Hmm.
If it's not, so be it.
Yeah, I totally understand, and
Yeah,
I know that it's a little bit further off than probably what he's wanting. But if he doesn't want to do any work and doesn't want to take it to market, then it may be the best fit. If you know what I mean. Like
right,
obviously, if he's going to go with you and try to sell to a retail buyer, like maybe he could get more because I'm sure you would do a great job marketing it and all of that.
right.
Um,
Now, are you able to give me anything that reflects that offer?
yeah, I can. I can send you an offer
Yeah.
sheet, proof of
What the
funds,
heck?
stuff like that.
Yeah, perfect. At least I can offer it to them. They can decide what they want to do.
Okay. Yeah,
All
sounds like a
right.
plan.
Okay. All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Len.
Thank you,
All
Robin.
right. Bye.
All
Okay.
right. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Interesting call here. Let me pull up my tally count. I don't know what happened to Robin. I think Robin had a bad day today. And it wasn't that she's rude or anything. It's just she's just acting different. I don't know what happened. And I don't know if you noticed, but like she mentioned, she's like, I'm hanging in there. It's like, oh, she must have had a rough day. But let's see. Right now, I'm basically writing up an offer sheet. I want to email it to her. Um, yeah, nothing too crazy. Bro, I'm literally a noob. Okay. I also might just make I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I might make two separate Twitch channels. Um, Sorry, I'm like super focused. Um, I gotta take this out too because it's saying we're paying commissions. Or doc stamps on the deed. And commissions. And commissions to close. Okay, there we go. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably am going to start a separate Twitch channel for I don't know. Like, why not just stream Minecraft on this channel? Then again, like, who cares? We might as well. You know? Like, what would be wrong with that? Nothing would be wrong with that. I wonder if anyone's in my YouTube chat. I forgot I was multi-streaming. Literally 100% forgot. Am I live on YouTube? I am live. Bro's multi-streaming and just forgot. That's wild. Okay, sick. Okay. Let's email her this offer. Let's get it. We got this. 632 Dania Street. It's not the actual address, but close enough. Bam. I just noticed I have bad dyslexia. What am I doing? Okay. Okay. Bam. Bam. Okay. We're done with that. We've got that one taken care of. It's our fourth. Oh, come on. $136. Bam. I gotta get her email. Why am I hearing myself? Did I just hear myself? It keeps connecting to my phone, my headphones to my phone. It's so weird. Okay. Alright, we're ready to go. Bam. Okay. Let's put this into offer task. Okay, sick. Here we go. Now, how many unread messages do I have? I have 19 unread messages. Okay. Ideally, I would say let's cold call until 6. We'll respond to, I mean, really, we just gotta respond later, honestly. I feel bad leaving people unread, but they're just not the priority. Yeah.
May I ask who is calling?
For some reason, my computer, like, I don't know if it's like a glitch with my mic, but when I'm making dials, sometimes it will, like, I can't hear anything on my end. It's weird. Okay. Let's start dialing.
Ask who is calling?
Landon Lee.
Thank you, Landon. May I know the reason for your call today?
2412 53rd Street South in Gulfport.
Thank you for providing the address. Could you please let me know the reason for your call today?
Wanted to see if you had any other properties similar.
Thanks. Connecting you now. Landon Lee, the person you called is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Mark, or Matthew. I don't know why I said Mark, but I was actually looking at 2412 53rd Street on Zillow, and I actually like this house. I was just going to call you and see if you had anything else similar to this. I'd seen that it's like move-in ready. Looks like it was a pretty nice, like well-updated house. So just wanted to see if you had anything else similar to this that maybe needed a little bit of work, or that we could go and, just kind of do a remodel and then fix up and resell it. But anyways, no worries if you don't. Just let me know. I'm also looking for multifamily as well for like a long-term hold. So if you could just give me a call, shoot me a text back when you get a chance. Thanks. Okay, we called Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. It's not Mark, it's Matthew. Why am I calling him Mark? That's like literally so bad. Like, why would I call him Mark? It makes no sense. At all. I'm calling Edith now. Edith. My grandma.
Hi, this is Edith. Please leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hello, this is Kelly. Hello.
For some reason my mic muted all of a sudden. That's weird. Let's call Kelly back.
Hello, this is Kelly.
Yes, ma'am. It's Landon. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Who is
Are you
this?
there? It's Landon Lee. I'd actually seen a property you'd sold on 1751 8th Avenue in Largo.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at properties in the area. I thought this one was pretty interesting. I'd seen that, obviously they kind of went and done some updates. Do you have anything else like this one that, maybe we could kind of do a renovation ourselves? Or?
I do not have anything up in that area right now.
Okay, I gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, do you have any multifamily as well? Or because I'll look at small multifamily for like maybe a rental,
Yeah, I don't have any multifamily. I do have a listing coming up down in Bradenton, but it's a single family.
Okay.
In a pretty high-end neighborhood. And I'll have another listing in maybe a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, in a really good neighborhood in Bradenton. So I don't know if maybe that would be. It's partially updated, but could use a little work. But it's in a great neighborhood
I see.
with
Okay.
with really low HOA fees. So if you want to check back with me, and I think he may be ready to go in a couple of months.
Okay.
Or no, a couple of weeks. I'm sorry. So if you want to check, I'm sorry, I'm on vacation in Breckenridge right now. If
Okay.
you want to check back with me in a couple of weeks, I touched base with him right before we left, and he was thinking 2 to 3 weeks out still because it was his and his father's house, and he's clearing everything out and trying to get it ready.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, I can let you know on that one, but really low HOAs, a lot of great amenities. I've sold 5 or 6 houses in that community, and they usually go pretty quick.
Cool. And do you think that one will go to like an end user, or do you think it would be good for someone that was gonna fix it up and resell it?
You know,
I just want to make sure that if it's gonna go to
yeah,
an end user,
you know,
it might not be
yeah,
the best
to be
fit
honest
for
with
me.
you, it probably doesn't need enough work to where an investor or anyone like that would pick it up.
Okay.
It'll probably go with just your everyday buyer.
Okay.
It probably will, yeah, because we're pricing it appropriately for what it
Yeah.
needs. And like I said, I've sold 6 in that neighborhood so far, and I know the neighborhood very well, so yeah.
It
But
sounds
I
like
mean,
that one's
you
gonna
know,
be a better
check
fit
back.
for like an end user, so.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, but if you want to check back, I mean, for sure.
Okay.
If I ever come across anything that might suit your needs, I'd be happy to work with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I can send you my buy box
Okay.
and kind of what I'm looking for, and then I'll follow up like once a month or something just to.
Yeah, you know what? Send it to my email.
Okay. What's your email?
Okay, sounds good. It's Kelly, Kelly,
Mhm.
at realtyteam.com.
Awesome. Okay, I'll do that.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
Yeah, appreciate it, Kelly.
Nice chatting with you. Yeah, absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Dude, are you kidding me, bro? I'm about to turn off the Bluetooth on my phone. What the freak? Dude. Stop it. It's so annoying. Dude, that lady is so nice. She's cool. We like Kelly. She answered the phone on vacation. Bro is balling. That's kind of sick, you know? We like Kelly. Bam. Bam. Eventually I'm going to have to actually get me a good camera setup, because as of right now, I actually kind of look pretty rough. So, dude, for some reason, our snippets aren't working. So like, a snippet's like a basically text or email that you can send that's like templated, and it's not letting me do it. It's so annoying because I have to manually send it through the Gmail app, and it takes so much longer. But it is what it is. Okay. Wait. We're 76 396 7976. Bam. Okay. All right, Kelly. Let's go, Kelly. Kelly is a cool agent. She does business. She knows what she's talking about. Maybe. Thank God for email reminding me to attach a file. Bro. I'll straight up send a like a email to agents if it weren't for that warning. It would be like, attached is our recommendation letters. Oh, wait. Sorry. Dude, I'm not so good at commentating while I'm working. Because I'm just like crushing it right now, you know? Like I tend to move very fast through the CRM. Because my computer's super smooth. And so it just makes it very, like, legit, like, I don't know. Hot take. But Mac might be one of the best computer systems of all time. Like, Mac with Apple Silicon is amazing. Like, insane. Okay. It is done. Bro, what the freak? What the freak? I can't win. I'm trying to write this email. And agent commissions for this better work. I'm trying to go fast. Let me know any feedback you get, and if gives a counter, would be happy to work with him to try to get something done. Bam. 138. This is my 4th offer for the day. We really need like 8 per day, but honest truth is I wasn't super efficient today. It's part of the reason why I'm on a stream more, is just try to make sure and keep myself accountable. Bro, I just scared myself. See, I have 2 high level tabs open. One for like unread text in case any important texts come in, the other for like my actual dialing. And bro, it's so scary. Like when sometimes, like if you're not careful, you'll like confuse agents. You'll like, yeah, that's no bueno. You don't want to get agents confused with each other and like text them the wrong thing. They're like, what? Dude, I only have 5 soft vets to call. That's no bueno. I guess that's okay. We'll just call them. Let's go. Why not? Actually, no, let's check our hot and warm offers first. Oh. Oh. We're just gonna call this guy later, honestly. It's not really worth following up on. It's a piece of land. Like, I hate to say it. It's just a piece of land. It's not even our priority buy box. Let's check in with him tomorrow at 8 a.m. Alright. Warm offer. Bam. About to make some re-offer calls. What? Is this even a warm offer? Yeah, this is not even a warm up. Why is this shit? Like, I just keep getting warm offer tasked with this lady for no reason, even though she's in cold offer follow up. Like, what the freak? What's going on? Got a bunch of warm leads we gotta follow up with. How about this? Give me like 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just letting chat know I'm going to the restroom really fast. Alright, be right back. I'm back, boys. Ready to slay. We've really only got till 7, so we gotta hurry. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. None of these... Okay, that one is worth following up on. That one is worth following up on. That one's not really. That one's not really either. I gotta fix my follow-up. Bro, these... Okay, I hate to be negative, but these dumb agents. I should have set the expectation that she needs to call the seller. I think they're not even working for their 3% commission. Like, what in the world? I'm gonna call this guy.
Hello, you have reached John Cruisenberry with Mark Spain Real Estate. I'm sorry I missed your call, as it is very important to me. Please leave a message along with your phone number, and I promise to return your call as soon as possible. Have a great day.
Hey John, it's Landon Lee. We'd spoken, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, and you had let me know about some properties that were coming up. You said they had been delayed by a week, but you would send them to me on March the 5th. I just hadn't heard anything from you, so I was going to follow up, see if you were able to send those yet. No worries if not, just let me know. But anyways, shoot me a call back or shoot me a text when you get a chance. Thanks. Voicemail game is off today. All right, let's roll. It's Landon Lee. Addresses on those yet? March the 3rd. Bam. We're kind of behind on our text for the day. Call again? I mean, I don't know. What did I offer? Freak. I messed that up. I gotta make sure that this is correct. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Bam. That was such a chopped email. Wait. Yeah, that was chopped. What am I doing? I'm literally blowing it. This is bad. Okay. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Next.
Thank you for calling Chris Brown at Remax Town and Country Realty. I appreciate your call. Please leave your name and number and how I can assist you, and I'll return your call at my earliest convenience. If this is urgent or for a faster response, just text me at 407-383-9768 as I can respond quicker. Have a blessed day.
Hey Chris, it's Landon Lee. I was actually just giving you a quick call about a property you had told me about. I believe it was a couple weeks back. I think you had said that the sellers were coming down last weekend to kind of get the house decluttered, take a look at everything, and see what they could do to get it sold. I think you had said the guy was like a collector or something. He had quite a bit of stuff, so just wanted to see how that one was going, see if you're able to share the address on that. But anyways, just give me a call back, shoot me a text when you get a chance. Thanks. How did I accidentally send that text? I accidentally sent a partially. I'm in too much of a hurry. On that one yet. We've only got 140 texts for the day. That's no bueno. Last week's texts were lower because we had to be careful about opt-out rates. See how many times I followed up with this guy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's going on weekly follow-up now. Bam. Alright, let's call Edith back.
Hello?
Hey Edith, it's Landon.
Hi.
Yes ma'am, I apologize for missing your call a second ago.
What is it that you're looking for?
Like I kind of mentioned in my voicemail, I saw 2401 Palm Boulevard, and honestly, looks like a nice place. And I was just going to see, if you had anything that we could go in and do a little bit of renovation on, kind of fix up and then resell. Nothing too crazy, just, cosmetics.
Oh, so you're looking for a flip?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have anything right now, and I also flip houses. So
Okay.
if we find something that is good, usually we keep it. But
I don't blame you.
yeah, I would let you know if I don't have a need for it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
All right.
when you say you don't have a need for it, I'm guessing like sometimes you just have too much going on, or?
Yeah, well, yes. My daughter also does, so we usually, between the two of us, whatever we come across that is good,
Mm-hmm.
we get. But if not, if it's something we're not interested in or something, I'll keep your number.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll send
Okay.
you my buy box and feel free to reach out if you have something.
Okay, great.
Yes,
Thanks.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I thought she was going to be combative at first, but she's actually pretty cool. Like, she's nice. A little straightforward, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Wait, what happens if I put her in first call answered? I'm interested. I haven't done this in a while. How do I see this? I want to see what happens here. First call answered. Bro, I need this to send this to her. That's the one thing about some of these automations is it doesn't always act super fast, and that's really not ideal if you want them to save your number. You want it to be quick, really. Sorry. sick. Okay, we're good. Bam. Okay, it's working. Let's go. Let's go. This is my business card as well. There you go. You can have it. I don't know. I don't like the automation. I don't know. Like, maybe I need to, I don't know if there's a way I can add my business card to the automation or not. But really, like, it's not the constraint, so I'm not going to worry about it until it is the constraint. Deal or no deal text. Okay. Pending. Okay, I want to. Those are all stuff that can be scheduled. Nothing crazy. I just don't have that many soffits. It's no bueno. Am I like missing something here? Like. Whoa. Whoa. Dude. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 offers to make, boys. Let's go make them. Let's go. I'll take it. This is not a bad house. I need to get like streaming set up where it's actually like working properly, but this is not bad. I can't complain about this, honestly. Whoa, okay, never mind. Alright, what's the feedback? Let's see, is this pending? No, it's for sale. Bro got it under contract for $899. It needs to be under contract at $572. Bro. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Here we go.
Hello, you have reached Yvonne Alvarez Howard with RealNet Brokerage. I'm sorry I am not able to answer your call at this moment, but kindly please leave me your name, a brief message, and a phone number where I can call you, and I will try to call you as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey Yvonne, it's Landon Lee. I was actually just giving you a quick call about 8675 Buttonwood Lane in Pinellas Park. Super nice house, just had a couple questions about it. You know, thought about maybe making an offer, so if you could just give me a call back when you get a chance. Thanks. Wait, is it contact L1? Yes. Okay. Bam. We're rocking and rolling, boys. I'm gonna put this thing in to offer. Alright, we got one already. Make offer non-priority. Definitely not a priority. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, this is... Let's see. Okay. Ooh. What a weird house, bro. What in the world? It's such a weird house. $173. All right, let's call this agent. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna dial this guy. 727.
This is Ed. Sorry I can't get to the phone right now. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Ed, it's Landon Lee. I was actually just giving you a quick call about the property you have listed on 5524 43rd Street in St. Petersburg. Thought it was pretty interesting. Just had a couple questions before, getting an offer together. So if you could just give me a call back when you get a chance. Thanks. Okay, let's create an opportunity. Bam. I'm way too quick with it. Let's put her into offer. Bro, why is this not working? computer be fast, but go high level be slow. Okay, I'm just gonna write a task at this point. This is ridiculous. Bam. 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 Let's go. Okay, that's all of my offers. Even though I didn't get to make any of them. Because, yeah. Bro, I missed the ball on this property. I gotta make sure that I'm properly prepping for each day. Like, I gotta protect my prep work. Because this was an important one. Like, what am I doing? I shouldn't have missed that. Which I guess she didn't respond, but still. I guess I can follow up with her today. Ain't gonna hurt.
Hello, you've reached Rebecca Mayfield with J. Edwards Real Estate. Please leave your name and number after the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hey Rebecca, it's Landon Lee. I was actually just giving you a quick call about 2455 Pepper Avenue. I believe I'd tried reaching you about it like a week ago or so, right after it came back active. And then I hadn't heard back from you, and I just saw that it went back pending a couple days ago. So just wanted to check in and see how things are going with the transaction. You know, make sure that everything was going smooth, buyer deposit, earnest money, all of that. I know that can sometimes be an issue for some of them. So just wanted to see how it's going, and then also just kind of see if you thought it'd be worth putting in a backup offer. But anyways, just give me a call, shoot me a text back when you get a chance. Thanks. Bye. Pepper Avenue. A little trick with pendings, you can ask the agent if everything's 100% going through. When did it go under contract? 3-4. We'll check in with her again. Because it looks like this is a decent price property, honestly. But let's see. 320 is the resale value. 2.3. And then we're just gonna ballpark it here. 1286. Bam. Yeah, I mean, it should sell right about where it's at. We'll probably buy it. We'd probably offer 145. Yeah, this is a priority deal here. Let's call her again tomorrow, dude. I don't really want to let this one go. This is a good one. Yeah, we'll call her again tomorrow. Any other pendings it's worth following up on? Yeah, those are all good to go.
Hello, everyone. This is Chef Kelly with Keller.
I'm tired of following up with Kelly, bro. Kelly's just not answering the phone. He's just like, nah. Nah. We would not do that. What are you talking about? Answer the phone. I'm gonna grab me some water. I'll be right back. boys, I'm back. Let's see. No one commented in the chat while it's going. Dude. Ugh. Alright, boys. This is my audio on? Okay, no, it's not. I thought I was hearing something. I don't know why I thought that. I'm low-key kind of getting hungry. Okay, sick. Anything else? Our warm leads are done. What is this one? Okay, this is not even worth following up with right now. This is, our soft bets are higher leverage. Who the freak is messaging me? Okay, bam. Alright, now we're going to soft bets. Wait, is the due date set right? Dude, my due date's not even set right. Bro, this is not good. Okay, we gotta go back now. Gotta go back through all of my tasks here. Okay, that's good. Warm offer. That's good. Pending. It's all good. What else is happening? Okay, it's all good. You don't have any call follow-ups. So we go straight to soft bet.
Hi, this is Amy. Please leave a message and I will call you back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or...
Hey, Landon, you were calling me about the property 1127 Grove. You said you had some questions. So I don't know if you're in the area, but there's only showing today probably because I've had a lot of offers and a lot of interest. So showing today from 12 to like 1:30 probably. I said 12 to 2, but things are kind of, I don't want to be there all day or even 2 hours because it's pretty rough. Anyway.
143. Bam. This is no longer a soft bet. Went pending. Bam. 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 Dude, I'm like low-key kind of fast at the CRM. Save this. Bam. We got like 10 minutes. Oh shoot.
I'm so sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. This is Cindy Roten with Realty World Curry Properties. Feel free to leave me a message and I'll get back with you shortly, or you can also text me at the same number for a quicker response. Talk soon. Bye.
Hey Cindy, it's Landon Lee. I was actually just giving you a quick call about 658 Flynn Street in Palm Bay. I thought this one was pretty interesting. Just had a couple questions before getting an offer together, so if you could just give me a call back when you get a chance. Thanks. Give him a little toothy grin at the end. Bam, 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 bam. 144. Bam. We're moving quickly, boys, making the dials. People are not answering tonight, though. It's interesting. It's a Monday night, guys.
Hi, it's James.
Yes, sir. It's Landon. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing, Landon?
Oh, I'm actually having a pretty good day. I was looking at 1011 Montclair Road here on Zillow. I saw this at pending. I had actually
it's under contract and due to close this week.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Man, that stinks. I meant to call you about it last week, but I got too busy with other stuff, so.
Yeah. Look at 500. Look at, I'm about to put up 500 Andrew in Palm Bay. It's 170.
500 Andrew. For 170?
Yep.
Okay. What's the condition of the house?
Needs pretty much everything. Essentially, I don't know. You could get it ready for a tenant for about 20 grand. If you wanted to flip it, it's going to be a lot more than that.
Okay, I see. So we're probably talking 40, 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And
all right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so the thing is essentially what you're looking at is the least expensive concrete block and stucco house in Palm Bay. That's what happened. And so, and a landlord, can have a positive ROI. I think a flipper is going to run into trouble making money. And so we would rather sell we expect to sell to a landlord.
Okay.
Because a landlord can see how to make money with that, and the flipper's going to say, well, I got to have it for 110, and we're not going to sell it for that.
I gotcha. Now that makes sense. What do you think we could rent it for if we put 20,000 into it?
Probably $1,700 a month.
Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if it would work for us as a rental. Just ballpark, like, what do you think we could resell for as a flip? Because I could do something.
225, 230. It's a 2-1. But it's really, from a rental standpoint, it's a 3-1 because it's got a Florida room that's been taken in and insulated. And so you could do that. And then the bathroom backs up to an outside wall next to the master bedroom. So you could add a master bath for not a whole hell of a lot of money. It's really kind of set up to do it. I still don't know if you can get to 225, 230, but the if you look at a 3-2 concrete block and stucco home that's been flipped in Palm Bay, you're looking at $300,000.
Yeah, I actually just looked
the
at the
problem
contract
is
price.
you can't call that sunroom a bedroom to sell it. You can call it a bedroom to rent it though.
Okay.
So
Got it. Makes sense. It's interesting. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right address. It's showing it's a 32,016 square foot on Zillow. I know it's off market, but like, I wonder
it's
why it's showing
500 Andrew, not Andrews plural.
Okay. Andrew Street Southeast.
Yes.
I got the right one. That's interesting. Well, I appreciate you telling me it's a 2-1 because I would have underwrote it as a 3-2.
Yeah. The county said it's 2-2, and I thought it was 2-2 because when I paid the motorcycle gang to get out of there, I showed up with $1,000 to start out with, and I said, as long as y'all are out by Sunday and the house isn't any more damaged than it already is. I paid for the most expensive paint job ever. Anyway, well, not really. It took a lot more than they had hoped, and I still, I got in arguments with my painters. They kept wanting to paint the ceiling, and I said, if somebody wants to pull that popcorn down, I said, it's not hard to paint that ceiling. If somebody wants to pull that popcorn down, once you paint over it, you've taken a 2-hour project and turned it into a 2-day project. So I know it doesn't look good, but we're going to leave it alone because somebody buying it can make that decision. They can slap a coat of paint on the ceiling, not very much money. And I painted the thing flat white. So if you drip it, if you get ceiling paint on your wall paint, big deal. Or just go get the same paint that I used on the wall and use it on the ceiling because it's flat white.
Yeah.
And we had considerable discussion about that over the last few days, and they wanted something that looked, better. And I'm like, if we get these walls done, then we're doing. First of all, the biker gang had painted some walls black and some purple.
That's wild.
And
so what's
it is.
Is this your property? I mean, I saw it had sold in January. So what kind of happened here? I thought that was interesting.
Well, there's a lot of civil liens, and took a while to clear all those up and probate it. But we put a decent amount of money in cleaning it up. It took, we mostly buy properties, or I'm just the real estate guy in this.
Yeah.
We've got lawyers who clear title. We got money bags who pays for everything. And technically he owns it. I shy away from ownership because some of these things, I'm not, you get into the differential between what it looks like you paid for it, because nobody can tell what you did other than pay off the deed or buy the property. But the FHA regulations that came about in the mid 2000s, there's still some question as to whether some of that applies to real estate agents. So I just leave it alone, and I make a cut and a commission, but it's more like I'm incentivized like a salesman, because that's what I am. So
basically, the ownership's still in the owner's name, but you help them flip it, and you're going to get a percentage of the profit.
No, it's changed hands.
Oh, okay.
And so the thing is I work for, to be honest, I'm supposed to put it up on MLS tomorrow. I'll have to go and see which of his 3 companies he put that title in. anyway, I've never figured out why he uses. Well, I do know why he uses one of them. One of them is called a profit sharing trust, which is if you you sound like a young guy.
Yes, sir.
So if you set up a profit sharing trust and run things that you hope to make a profit on, but you don't necessarily want to take the money home, it works like an IRA. So you can fund your retirement flipping houses.
That's pretty sick. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. It's a good thing for a young person. He set this thing up 25 years ago, so he still uses it.
Mm-hmm.
But and I know, and I asked him one time, and he said, well, he's got 3 companies, so I never understood that. And the best explanation I can give in it is that the same thing that you get penalty for early withdrawal, you get in there. So he has some where he is making money so he can, pay for groceries. And then he has some where he puts it in the trust, and then the trust buys stuff and sells it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so as long as you're not pulling it out it's kind of like doing a tax-free exchange, but a lot simpler is the way that it's been explained to me, not by him, but I have a friend that's a retired tax accountant, and I asked him, and he said, when you do a tax-free exchange, you got to sell something, you got to buy something in a certain amount of time. But the main thing is that if you sell something with a tax-free exchange, if you sell something for, say, $100,000, then you better be buying something that costs more than $100,000, or it's going to look like if you go out, let's say the next good deal is only $80,000. Well, on a tax-free exchange, you're going to pay $20,000 on that gain, on what you didn't spend, right? And so what happens with the way I understand the profit-sharing trust works is that you get the same early withdrawal penalty, but if you don't withdraw and just you can sell a $100,000 property and then have the trust buy an 80. Because when you're buying this stuff, I'm assuming you're an investor. When you're buying and selling this stuff, it's like 1011 Montclair was, and it was uninhabitable when we got it. And so, and it had, I want to say, close to $60,000 to $70,000 of civil liens on it. We got some of them knocked down. But, people go, oh, wow, it looks like you only paid $15,000 or whatever for it. And I'm like, yeah, no. But
yeah.
But the thing is that you can run all of, as long as it is attached to that property, you can run it in and out of that. I don't really know that much about it because the way I learn how things work is I do them myself. Mm-hmm. But I think that's the basics of it, and the real benefit of it is that if 786, you're in South Florida, I guess.
Yeah.
And so let's say you find a good deal in Jupiter, right? And you spend Jupiter kind of money on it. Mm-hmm. And then you move that in and out, and the next thing comes along and it's a house in Lauderhill. So you're not having to spend, because when you're investing in this stuff, you don't care where it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't fall in love with it. You don't look for particular kinds of property. You might buy some vacant lots in Port St. Lucie. You know what I'm saying? And, you just kind of bounce all around. But when you're doing tax-free exchanges, then you bind yourself. You bind yourself to a much more complicated process. And I think what happens here is that you're just running that like a business, but you don't pull out of it. So you have to have a secondary line of business where you can have money that you are going to pay, ordinary income taxes. You're going to get 1099s, or you're going to get W-2s, or whatever. You're going to have that kind of income that is what you live on, and then your retirement account, and you don't have anybody managing your retirement account for you. You see what I'm saying? You're not putting an IRA in there and expecting somebody to suggest buying Apple stock or selling whatever. You're going to do it with real estate.
Exactly.
But you've got to leave the money in there and not pull it out, or you're going to pay a penalty on it. But my understanding is I've never really been that curious, other than just kind of passing curiosity, because I was never going to do this for myself because I'm too old. Like I don't need any more IRAs. But for a young person, I would look at doing it. But there's things about it I don't know. If you do it, I would research it. And I put it in AI. Most of what I learned about it was by AI. Because this guy's just, it's like, oh yeah, it's a good idea for retirement. That's it. He's not really explaining why it's good for retirement. But when I say you can buy and sell, as long as you leave it, because if you think about a traditional IRA, you can buy Apple stock at 200 and sell it at 225 and turn around and buy Amazon. Right. It doesn't, you don't have to, it's the same concept. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Because, you might make $1 bazillion on a flip in Jupiter or in West Palm. And the next thing you know, you're making, $10,000 or $15,000 a pop buying lots in Port St. Lucie. Well, you don't want the value to affect what you're doing. I think that's the real benefit of it. So you can buy something crappy in Cocoa and something a little less crappy in Palm Bay. You said, does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I'm glad you told me. I actually wrote a bunch of what you said down on my notes app so I can go back and research
it needs to be verified. I'm not a financial advisor.
Yeah.
but the main thing, I have done tax-free exchanges, and I never liked them because, I grew up in Auburn, Alabama. Well, it's a college town, so there's student rentals there, and I had some student rentals. Well, I did a tax-free exchange, except I needed some money out of it, and I paid handsomely, and I didn't understand that you had to buy something that cost more. Right? I thought if I got $80,000 out of, net proceeds to owner at closing, and turned around and spent that $80,000 on something, as a down payment, basically, that would work, and that's not how that works. If I sold something and made $100, or if what I sold cost $100,000, it didn't matter how much money I made with it. What mattered is that the next thing I bought cost more than $100,000. And then I don't know if you've ever sold rental property. But so, the benefit of rental property is that once you throw in depreciation, you've got cash flow positive, and then IRS negative, right? So you're making money and you've got a tax deduction, or a tax reduction. But the thing is, if you sell that, then you have to recover depreciation. So all that depreciation you took, like I got a condo in Cocoa Beach, the depreciation on it's about $12,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to sell it for more than I paid for it, or I've got in it, then I would have to recover that depreciation and pay taxes on it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how that works in a trust. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if you have to recover depreciation, though I do know that that this guy, he doesn't want passive income. He always wants to sell what he gets, and he's got 2 or 3 short-term rentals that are around him that I think he does just more for recreational purposes, but he's never going to sell them. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that if you put a rental property in there, you probably don't want to sell it, because I'm sure that recovering depreciation would be the same no matter what the form of ownership is. The only way you can avoid recovering depreciation is to do a tax-free exchange and pay more for it. So that's probably the reason why he avoids having, but I don't really know. I've never asked him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, I made accounting and I made A's in accounting and so when I was in college.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the info, and I wanted to go ahead and kind of set the expectation up front. I mean, I'll be honest with you, we're probably going to be 105, 110 on this.
Right, I understand.
So it may not be the best fit. I mean, I'll keep a lookout. I'll save it, and when it comes on, I'll kind of look at the pictures just to see how much it's going to need, and that could change. But if he's
one of the things I do,
it may not be the best fit.
One of the things I do, most of the stuff that he's getting, he's reselling to investors.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not, with vacant land, it's not a problem. I just call up, I don't even list them, I just call D.R. Horton up.
Mm-hmm.
Or, what are you paying for a water lot in Palm Bay? Or like I can tell you that right now, if you've got city water on a lot in Palm Bay, D.R. Horton is paying top dollar. And if it's a well and septic lot, then it's Synergy. And if it's a corner lot with well and septic, the only people that'll buy that is KHOV, which is a huge pain in the ass to deal. KHOV's not bad. It's just that KHOV they didn't learn mathematics the same way in New Jersey that they learn in other parts of the country, is what I say, because if you say you want 30 days of due diligence, right, they'll say that's 30 business days, including Martin Luther King's birthday and all this stuff. Well, when I have this little AI thing that I wrote so that I can keep up with when did it go under contract, when's the deposit due, and on the deposit due, I have the telephone number of the title company, and that appointment comes up the day after the deposit's due, and I just leap to the conclusion that it's not been paid yet, and I call them up and say, I haven't gotten notification that the deposit was paid. About 1 out of every 20 times somebody says, I sent you an email last night. You didn't see it. But and then I have due diligence concludes and closing. If I append the 2 letters KC, I know what that means. It means KHOV count.
Mm-hmm.
And they, they believe that it's business days, and some of their contracts have that in there, but not everywhere. But like I get some other vacant lots from people because they see my sign up, and so I'll say, well, DR selling for 50. No, I gotta have 65. No, like, I'm sure you can find another agent, but I'm not putting something up for 65 that's going to sit there for a year and never sell. And but I deal with them enough that, and I just tell people if they've got something that I know that KHOV's going to give them the most money, I just say, please do not call me when you think that they've missed a deadline, because I'm not going to yell at them, because I'm going to tell you the truth. They're not going to take 60 days to close. They're going to take more like 80 days to close, and it's because of the way they count. But here's what you need to know: they will close. It will happen. And so if you're willing to do it under the condition that if you sell it to somebody who's going to build their dream home on it and maybe pay you another $2,000 or $3,000, then they're sitting out there with the lot they just bought and their plan out of Southern Living, and then they start thinking surveyors, land studies, environmental studies, site plans, permitting, septic tank permitting through the Department of Public Health. Then they vomit and they want out. That's not like KHOV. KHOV's not vomiting. KHOV is going to close. And I just tell them, I know that you've not sold anything in the last 25 years, but I can't quite tell you how important it is to know, especially on vacant land, which will fall through 40% of the time if you just sell to the general public. The important thing to know about vacant land is that the contractors close. So if you can sell to a contractor, you're nearly always going to be better. Anyway, look up that thing, and and then try and do what he's doing, find them before anybody else. And and I don't know how he does it, other than I know he pays a lot of money for data. Like I have, I have some skip tracing. I used to run a company that did accounts receivables for doctors, and I got a boob doctor, so he's selling a lot of things for cash, and we sometimes have to pursue people with collections agencies with them, and so I learned a lot about how that world works, and the thing about it is that so I know how to find people. The problem is I don't always know how to find the right ones, because for what it's worth, if the person is very easy to find, they've already talked to 20 people and they just put your phone number on spam. So you actually, like, the best piece of mail you can get back is undeliverable, forwarding address not given, because then you know that nobody has talked to those people. But but I know that the services I use won't find things, but I'm not paying much for them. I'm paying like $1.50 per person, and it's a little bit better than White Pages or Spokio, because it'll return more information. Main thing I want to know is have somebody died? But I largely look at, when I'm looking for listings, I look for people who are having trouble paying their taxes, or they're not paying their taxes, because I figure they're more likely to do it. Now, most of these that are in complete disarray, somewhere along the way that taxes were an issue, but there's 10 other things going on. And all I know is that you have to pay a lot of money to get information to find these things. And I don't find them. He does. He keeps everything compartmentalized. So,
So I mean,
but
just let me know if anything changes on his end on this one, and if you have anything else.
okay, this is the way he'll do it.
Okay.
I've always got a number that's based on the initial selling price or whatever the listing price is, right? And then we run a reverse auction, and I'll have this conversation 50 times. Well, he might take that, but the thing is that he's gonna drop the price until somebody bites. And if somebody bites before it gets down to your number, then you're not going to ever know anything. People, oh, well, just call me. I'm like, no, you just got to keep up with it.
I understand.
And,
well, I'll follow up with you. I'll follow up with you in 2 weeks on it then.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, man. Or just look at the listing.
Yeah, I'll save it. That way I get any notifications about it because I have all my Zillow saves run into my email, so I'll get a notification if there's anything that happens.
No problem.
But
yeah, I tell you, a lot of I've got if you're on Space Coast Association, I don't know if you are or not.
No, I'm actually
but if
not.
you are, I have people that I have mostly contractors that have subscriptions. I even set them up for them. I said, no. You don't need to know about regular stuff. You just need to know when I have vacant land, and if I've got vacant land, it's probably associated with, and he'll always sell at 90% of the market. But anyway, I'll let you go. Have a good one, man.
Yep, I appreciate it. Now I'll send you my buy box in case you have something else. And
okay.
I'll follow up with you, like I said, just to check in. So.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye. Freak. I got to do this. Bro, dude was talking so long. Bro talked for 30 minutes. Dude, where's my calls to review? I got so many notes in my phone. It's wild. Make a new folder. That's how I organize it all, even though it's not organized. Which one is this? James Lips. And then Andrew Street Southeast. Palm Bay. Sick. All right, here we go. We got to finish responding to our messages, and then, yeah, give me just a second. we're back. Sorry, I had to take a B-roll really fast. I just realized I hadn't taken one, and I kind of like B-roll. It's kind of cool. Just saying. All right, let's respond to our message, bro. Bro, let's respond to her message. Wait, who did I recently text? That's no problem. I mean, I totally understand. Like I said, if the property's then property isn't fit for an end user and needs work, then we'll definitely pay market value for it. It's usually the properties that are like clean. It's usually aren't the best fit. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, okay. Okay, that's good. Has it passed inspection and everything? Bam. Dude, I gotta hurry too, because I gotta respond to these messages, and I've got to, okay. Hey, Maria. I offered on that one. Come on. I gotta hurry. Actually, don't think I offered on that one. Do you have anything else? Wait. It's not the best. 3914 karaoke. We gotta make sure this is even gonna work. Bro, I did offer on this one. Why the freak is she a new agent? Why the freak? I just about freaked out. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh. No, ma'am. It was. Then that. Oh no, ma'am. Bam. Bam. End of the month. Proceeds. I see. Thanks for letting me know. I gotta hurry fast. No. Bam. I'm like flying through my CRM right now. How many more texts do I have? Where's bam? We're 32 combos. Just wanted to check in. Anything? Do you have anything listed? Listed, that's not here. And what do you say, say like I know sellers specifically request off market, so that's why I was asking. I'm changing my Luis. Okay. Thanks for the update. I am 33 conversations. Bro, we gotta hurry. I'm gonna put her in not active, I guess. Not active, I guess. That would be the thing to put her in. Did I save this house? I saved it. I am. Bro, we are so fast. We are so fast. All of ours are busy in St. Petersburg currently. I apologize. I would definitely I don't have anyone send your way at the moment. I apologize. Hey Gina. I appreciate you letting me know. I'll just follow up once a month. Don't worry about responding if you don't have anything. Don't want to waste your time or anything. Don't want to waste your time. But if you do have something that won't even if it's even. Point. I apologize. Bam. Okay. Gianna's a cool lady, like, honestly. Gianna, you're cool. Hey, Rachel. Awesome. So, do you have anything currently available that isn't work I can hold? Bro, I got a lot of new relationships today. Like, that's not bad. I feel like that's more than normal. How did I get more new relationships than normal? This is crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's just kind of cool. Bro, I'm stinking to run out of time. Bro. Let's go deal or no deal this one. Deal or no deal. Land play. We're gonna actually leave that message unread. Yeah, he's not gonna like that necessarily, but I don't really care, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. I don't have time to do anything else. Act manager review. Done. I've got like very little time here. Okay. Let's roll. This is very interesting. I really don't like how they change their task. It actually makes it slower. Interestingly enough. Makes it very slow. But it's probably less glitchy too. So, more reliable. Guess it's not a bad thing. Yeah, so right now I'm just clearing up my task. Like, there's a lot of these that are overdue, and they're just not important. So I need to clean them up, but I just don't have time to clean them up right now, and it's not the constraint of the business. So therefore, I'm not. Sounds bad, but it's the truth. Like, I just can't. I can't spend my time clearing out these tasks. There's just no point. No point at all. I gotta be. Honest truth is, I just gotta be cold calling. Like, that's all that matters. I gotta get to those quality off markets. Because that's really the game, is like, yes, you want to offer on the on market properties if it makes sense and if, like, the seller's motivated, but the off markets are the golden ones. Just because when you go to sell them to other buyers, there's no anchor with the list price. Because they'll see the list price and they might offer lower because of it if you're too close to list. Because they can just say, well, I can go get it for the same price as he got it for, you know. But with off markets, you know, nobody knows about them. It's just a lot better. So I gotta make more cold calls, and that's gonna be the theme of tomorrow. Is just cold call central. It's really all that matters, honestly. Straight up cold call central. So we should be starting stream at 6:45 a.m. Explaining the game plan for the day. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. We're gonna have a good time. Like, I legit gotta leave at 8, so I might hop off here a little earlier this time. Might do a more in-depth clean out later. I feel like I make the weirdest faces when I work. I'm not an aesthetic streamer, I'm just like a goofball. Like, I'm always like sneaking, leaning forward, but I did learn that from a sales guy. That if you lean forward, it helps you be more naturally interested in the prospect. If you're like relaxed and laid back, it just tends to lead to less focus and etc. Yeah. Just being real. Bro, I got so many tasks. We're gonna get them all done though. That's the great thing. We're gonna get them all done tomorrow. And that's the good thing about having the active deal pipeline block, is I can honestly get most of these done tomorrow. And it forces prioritization as well, which is good. That's what we want. I gotta lock in, I'm not going fast enough. Gotta get these done as fast as possible.
Hey, it's Mark.
Yes, sir. It's Landon. How are you?
Hey, good. Sorry, who is this?
It's Landon Lee. I was actually looking at some houses in the area. Saw that you had sold 2910 15th Avenue in St. Petersburg.
Oh, yes, I have, yes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it looks like a decent house here. Usually I like to read twos a little more, but I saw that it had been up.
Time wasters, because I get 50 of these calls a week.
I understand, yeah.
And I'm only talking to you. Normally I have to say fuck off. I'm only talking to you because from your voice, it sounds to me like you could be a potentially serious buyer rather than a time-wasting wholesaler, as I described it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, we definitely do deals. I'll be honest with you. We started out wholesaling in St. Petersburg, but we've built up enough capital that we've actually got like 3 new build projects going right now. So definitely a serious buyer. All the wholesalers you're talking to send me the deals, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay, so look, I'll tell you what I have. I have 5418 10th Avenue South.
Okay.
Okay, now, this time last year, the property right across the road, literally 100 yards away, sold for $425,000, I think. And that property didn't have 2 bathrooms; it had 1.5. And it wasn't as big as mine. It didn't have an enclosed lanai or yard space like I do. So, based on that sale, I put mine at $475,000.
Okay.
I'm prepared to offer you that at $100,000 off that price.
Okay. You said it was 5418 10th Avenue?
5418 10th Avenue South, Gulfport.
Okay. It's
a
a
beautiful
3
corner
1,500
property.
square foot?
It's a more than 15. We did some extension, so that's incorrect. It's over 1,700, I think.
Are the Zillow pictures that are still up, are those accurate or?
They're accurate.
Okay.
It's in beautiful condition, but since those photos, it's been rented, and so it's got a bit of wear and tear. It needs a bit of tender loving care. If I were you, I would probably go in, and even though the kitchen is only 4 years old, maybe put a new one. I mean, I would probably spend 15, maybe 20 max on it, just to really bring it up to a very, very good saleable state. It's renting right now for $27.50 a month. The tenant literally just left because, coincidentally, I don't know how the fuck this happens, but both of them had a slip and fall at work.
Oh.
It's just stupid, man. It's just unbelievable. It's a true fact. They weren't fucking around. But I just couldn't wait for their workers' comp. And so they gracefully, without eviction, they gracefully left, you know?
At least they didn't not pay for 6 months.
No, they were good people. And they did say, Mark, if you let us stay, we will pay. And they showed me proof. But you know what? I just didn't want to get into that.
Yeah, I understand.
So that one's for sale. I'll give you 100 off what I think it's worth. The market's not great anyway. So, you know, I'm not behaving like Santa Claus. But at least, you know, if you spend 15, 20 grand on it, you've still got plenty of meat on the bone, including your holding costs, your 6% fee or 5% fee, whatever
when you
pay.
say 100K off, like how much are you asking?
I'll take 375.
375. And then what do you think we could resell it for, you know, once it's updated?
475. The one across the road sold for 425.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I'm looking at some in the area. There's not just a ton of like perfect remodel comps. There's a few. Looks like we got one that sold with a garage for $525. Let me see when that sold.
Yeah. I mean, that's cheap.
Bad.
With a garage, that's cheap. 20th Street South. It's
updated.
475. The one across the road sold for 425.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I'm looking at some in the area. There's not just a ton of like perfect remodel comps. There's a few. Looks like we got one that sold with a garage just listening
for
$525. Let me see when that sold.
Yeah. I mean, that's cheap.
Bad.
With a garage, that's cheap.
Let's see. No, it's for sale for $525. It
they'll
sold
probably,
and then now it's back active. Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably get $515 for it. They'll get over $5 with a garage.
Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, I can take a look. I'll
Don't
probably take a look Monday morning. Maybe I've got a wedding show I got to go to here in a little bit.
No worries. There's no rush. I've got another one. It's 2227 20th Street South. That's a pretty up-and-coming area. It's kind of getting close to downtown St. Pete with the new Tropicana coming up and everything. That whole area is becoming extremely desirable. And the low-income trash that used to live there is slowly going out. because the prices are escalating. And if you look at stuff on that street is selling for close to 4. On that one, give me a reasonable offer. That one needs a bathroom, needs a kitchen. The terrazzo floor needs a polish because it comes up beautiful when it's done. I did it a few years ago. I would never get rid of that. I would never tile it. I recommend you don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's a 2-1 with a garage, but there's a huge room next to the kitchen, which all my tenants in the past have used as a bedroom, and it has a closet. So you can comfortably say it's a 3-1.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. And how much are you looking for on this one?
Look, on that one, if you're going to buy all 3 of them or 2 of them, I'll cut you a deal. Make me a reasonable offer where if you spend, I reckon you could probably spend 30 on that one, 25 or 30. And then you add
just going to need standard cosmetic stuff, nothing crazy.
No, there's a beautiful block. It's a really clean place. It's really nice. Got a beautiful yard, huge fucking yard at the back, new AC, new roof. Same with 5418. 5418's got new AC, new roof. It'll pass any fucking 4-point. All the plumbing, electricals are all done when we did a full rehab on that place, pulling permits. I spent over $100,000 on that place a few years ago.
I mean, honestly, I like 2227, but 5418. Honestly, I think you could get more money just selling it on the market.
I don't want to. I just want to sell them all. There's reasons I don't want to go into, but I've got personal. I'll tell you what it is. I don't give a fuck. Look, I bought all these for my boys.
Oh, okay.
And my boys don't talk to me anymore.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm like, I'm getting old. I'm getting, I'm worth several millions. I'm not going to spend what I have. And if they're not going to talk to me, fuck them. I'll just sell them and spend the money.
I don't blame you. I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah,
I'd be very frustrated trying to help them out, and then they just
I waited 4 years for them to come back and talk to me.
That's wild.
And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I've done my sorries, I've done my begging, and even though I didn't do anything wrong, people told me, look, they're your kids, do what you have to do. I did it, and I was like, you know what, I'm fucking done now.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That stinks.
No, that's okay. But so I just want to sell all 3 of these. I've had plenty. I had over 40. I've sold them all. I kept these nice ones for them. Then after even that, I thought, you know what, I'll keep them for myself as a pension. But I'm going into different things now, so I just want to get rid of them. And then the other one is 1002 18th Avenue South. Now hear this. Again, a few years ago, I pulled permits and expanded this one into a 4-3. It's a beautiful 4-3. I'm getting $3,000 a month rent. It's producing $36,000 a year. The house was appraised by the bank a couple of years ago for $425. It's got, it had a 2-story, one bedroom house at the back of it, but it was so fucking derelict, falling apart. I just demolished it. It was producing, I think about $1,200 a month. It was producing good money, but I just got rid of it. It was falling apart.
Yeah.
And the tenant they attracted was shitty, and the one in the front's really good tenant. They didn't want drug users in the back. So anyway, I got rid of it. Now, I tried to apply for a quadplex or 6 apartments there. And I tried, and I spent like $15,000, and I tried to separate the land, and I did everything, and I gave up. The city are not going to allow that land to be split.
Okay, good to know.
But they have zoned it for a triplex. And I've done the numbers, and even if you fuck it up completely and make a mess of it, you're going to make $100,000 per unit. That's if you mess it up. But
you think the play here is just tear the house down and build a triplex?
No, keep the house. Okay. I've run the numbers, taken the house down, and using the whole site. But you know what? The numbers don't work. Because the house, as it is worth at least $450. At least $450. Even in today's depressed market. It's a 4-3. It's huge. It's beautiful. And again, on that one, I spent over $100,000 modernizing it and putting new bathrooms and floors. And again, once you rent it, they get fucked up. So does it need 10 to 11K? Yeah. Will you go in and say, hey, Mark, man, even though you spend $100,000 on it, I'm going to probably need to put another bathroom and kitchen in there. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Put another bathroom and kitchen in there. There's got 3 bathrooms. 2 of them are beautiful. One might need redoing. But that one, I had that up for $750 because of the land. But again, if this is something that you want to make some money on, just make me a reasonable offer and I'll get rid of it. I'm not going to be a stubborn fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this one is interesting. The only issue I see, it's so old. I'm not even really seeing anything that's sold for $450 that's, 1935 or older.
You have to wait a year because in 3 years, Tropicana's coming down. And all of this is going to just triple in value.
Yeah. I mean, the highest sold in the last 12 months is $398 within like half of a mile.
Yeah, but not 4-3. Not a 4-3, not that size.
Well, there's a 5.2 and a 3.2. Those are the highest sales. There's no 4.3s that sold in the area.
Right. Have a look anyway. There's 3 there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. But I can run numbers on these. This one I'm not like super big on, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, I mean, I can take a look at these. It's kind of going to depend on how much of a spread we have. We're not really doing a lot of long-term holds unless it's multifamily. So I'm just being totally honest with you here. We'd be looking to flip these.
No, whatever works. These are the deals. I gave you the deals. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's okay.
Do you have anyone that you're talking to that you're like considering taking their? I assume you've been talking to other people about selling these, right? Or
I've just been getting time wasters. I'm not actively trying to sell them.
Okay.
They're producing rent, and if they sell, they sell. It's not a case where when people used to call me, I used to say, no, they're not for sale, they're not for sale, they're not for sale.
You had those cold callers reaching out to you all the time.
Yeah, now somebody's calling me, I'll talk to them. But, they're not listed, they're not marketed,
Yeah.
they're not out there, they're totally off market. I'm enjoying the rents. But if somebody comes up, they come up, and maybe this year, if the market changes a bit, I will put them up.
I did see that you had a 5418 listed for a little bit last year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. And then I decided to I wasn't getting any bites on it.
Okay, I got you. You weren't getting any bites at 354?
It was 374.
Oh, it was 374. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm seeing it was 354. Bro, I forgot about that. I shouldn't have done that. I need to remember to never, ever, never ever say add these to underwriting, because it seems like things come up and I just never add them to underwriting, which is bad. That's no bueno. Like, I told him I'd get back with him today. That's just not good. It's not what we're looking to do. Bro, we got 7:55, bro. We're almost done. So close. I didn't get a terrible amount done. We hit 36 combos, 15 new relationships, 4 new offers. Should have had stinking 7 new offers, but I'm an idiot and didn't add that to underwriting because I didn't organize my time well today. I'm going to try to do better about that tomorrow and be more proactive. Can't do that. Can't be doing that. Okay, well, I think we might be done for the day. This is kind of sick. Rachel. What? Rachel. I am not too picky. On price range. Wanted to see. Just, looking for stuff that you have listed or coming up that has good comps. Do up to 2.5 million. I can do up to 2.5 million. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Rachel told me to stop. Rachel, that's mean. Don't tell me to stop. That's so mean. Ooh. Oh. Dude. That is wild. Anyway, well, I'm ending the stream here. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Minecraft tonight. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to play music, but also I kind of want to watch Attack on Titan. So I don't know. We'll see. I know I'm going to eat dinner and then do one of those three things. See y'all guys tomorrow at 6:45 a.m. for sure. Maybe playing Minecraft tonight though. But we're definitely getting your 6:45 a.m. CST. Send out messages.